Welcome, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic 90s nerds to my channel, Slime and Slashers, where, we talk about everything from Nickelodeon slime to horror movie slashers, but plenty of stuff in between. Today's video, however, is all about books! See the little heart? It says books on the inside. Isn't this cute? I love these. Anyway, yes, today's video is about books. I have just gotten two new bookcases, and I am super jazzed. I spent yesterday setting them up. I also filmed myself kind of setting some things up. I redid my book carts, both of them. I redid this bookcase behind me, and I redid my bookcases in the living room kind of area, kitchen, living room / area. So, without further ado, I will show you guys the footage of me reorganizing, and then after that, I will show you guys a little tour of the newly set up books and stuff. A terrible mess. A work in progress. This is ridiculous. Have to reorganize. Nothing's in alphabetical order. Just wanted to see if I could fit everything I needed to before I started to reorganize. I still have to reorganize everything else. The goal is I want all my old school paperbacks in here. Newer editions in other rooms are fine. So like my bedroom, bookcases in the living room, probably gonna move those. Move some of these to the bookcase in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna reorganize some more. Alright guys, as you can see, there's the setup shelf behind me. I am going to give you a little tour now. So I'm going to flip the camera and show you some of the things that I changed up. Alright, because this is taller, I used to have a dresser here. I had to move up my Pee-wee pictures, and so I had to readjust those. I like Pee-wee's Playhouse quite a bit from my childhood. So here I've got some point horror books, and it's important to note that this isn't really organized the way I want it yet. I've got tons of books to haul from a book shopping adventure in Florida. So once I haul those, then I can add those books to this shelf and kind of reorganize everything and decide what stays on the cart, because I've got the hauled books, or the books that need to be hauled on a cart. Here are my Fear Street books, and there's like another level. So this is not the way I want it yet, and I might even put some lights. There's my Go Away, I'm Reading sign. This is very random, so I've got Clive Barker there, but everything else is pretty random. Got some really cool stuff like Killer, and I've got Christmas Evil, a little replica van, and a pin. There's Dwight back there. There's a McNugget that is like a Dracula McNugget. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad. I've got the windows open and everything flipping on, but it's still bad. Here is a Goosebumps mug with another little McNugget. Here at the top, stacked up like that, starting with Mirror. You can't really see the glare, but those are some books that I want to read soonish. Again, this is all random. I've got Dead to the World on a little platform there. Sorry for the glare again. There are some more books stacked up. Manitou, The Night Boat, The Cipher, books I want to read soon. Alright, and going down to the very bottom, I've got this awesome Wet Bandits picture. It's kind of hard to see down there. I'm going to put lights, I think. I've got a couple of strings of lights that are blue and orange that I might put around the bookcase, which I'm really excited about. There's a card my friend April gave me. There's an awesome book that my friend Ashley gave me, my Home Alone 2 book she gave me. It's awesome. And sorry for this plug. If you guys have never seen this before, I have on the other side of the room, I never film over here, but I've got this spinny thing where I display a lot of my favorite covers. That's the front. This is the side. When we get to the sides, they're all triple stacked, so you can't really see the middle ones. But for storage reasons, I still use the middle and back, even though the covers are kind of blocked. Let me back up and show you more. See how cool. This was a flippin' $1 when Hallmark had their going out of business sale. So just so you see the scope of it, it's pretty big. Alright, there's my light for filming. So I used to have Stephen King books here, and I took them off and put them on my other bookcase I'm going to show you. Here's some more books on little pedestals. Evil Eye and the Go Ghoul. And I've got some really cool middle grade books here, which this is all going to have to be reorganized and change. I've got carnival themed books here that I want to read. Let me show you. I've got Halloween books here, so a lot of my Halloweenish books are there. And moving over here, more middle grade Goosebump knockoff books. Same thing down there. This is going to be reorganized. So I reorganized this. It's kind of hard to see. Let me open the window. Alright, much better. Sorry about that. Okay, so this I didn't redo much. This is like some of my favorite books that I like to keep behind me. Tastes Like Candy, Autumn Crow, of course, Geek Love, Endless Night. I have not read Full Throttle and Horns, but I do really love these two books. So just to keep Joe Hill together, these are here, even though I haven't read those. Everything else I have read, except for We Sold Our Souls and Horror Store. Again, that's just to keep Grady Hendrix together. But I have read these four, and those are some of my favorites. So, My Best Friend's Exorcism, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, Final Girl Support Group, and of course, Paperbacks from Hell. Yes, and there's Autumn Crow, like I said, one of my favorites. All right, and this is, I didn't really reorganize that one, but I reorganized this one. So what I did here is, let me get a good angle here. So these are some of my favorite books of the year this year, so some of my favorite reads on this side. And then these are older books, but in new editions. So, you know, Psycho, it's quite an old book. There's some Michael McDowell. Here's a Dan Simmons book I would love to read, maybe next summer. I doubt this summer. Ruby Jean Jensen. Again, these are all in new editions, though. That's the difference. More new editions. The Drive-In, Grant Masterton. Here's a book I really want to read soon, The Cook. See, this is Valancourt editions. These are new editions here. It's not all Valancourt, though. All right, so that is something that changed. This pretty much has stayed the same. This is kind of like middle grade type of reads. Some vintage, some new. As you can see, Creepovers here. Frightland's up there. And this hasn't changed. I didn't change anything on this shelf. This is my Nickelodeon, and it's Goosebumps, and then behind, you can't see, but it's Christopher Pike all behind there. And there's some more tall Nickelodeon stuff right here behind Filbert. That's Filbert from Rocco. All right, moving along. You guys have seen this many times. It's my background for filming. Again, this was also this piece of furniture, gotten from Hallmark for $1. Such a steal. All right, so I did redo this book cart, but I want to show you two up close because a lot of it is stuff that has to be hauled. This is stuff I'm going to be reading soon. I got my Halloween pile of books for October, some Goosebumps I want to get to, some vintage horror back here, some books that this one I was given, I have to read that one, and just some other books I want to get to, you know, sooner rather than later. Then second shelf, I just have middle grade books I want to haul, and bottom, old school books I want to haul. Here is my Goosebumps in the corner, my Nickelodeon shelf. So yeah, if you guys were ever curious about the things you cannot see, lots of Nickelodeon merch and stuff. So I also redid this entire book cart here, which I keep in the corner. Again, sorry, I've got a filming light here. This used to have just random stuff on it, like my Fear Street was on this, but instead now I've got all kinds of books that I have to haul. Every single book on that cart has to be hauled. So expect to see close-ups in a video, in multiple videos actually, when I do haul them. Like I said, here's the new piece of furniture in the room. So that's the only new piece of furniture in here. But let's go in the other room and see the other piece I got. And by the way, this is my Nickelodeon luggage. I never get to show it. But I have it here, and then I've got like a Nick box that I keep my socks in. So it's kind of like a mini Nickelodeon display, but it's functional. All right, that was my office. And this dresser used to be in there, but instead moved it to our bedroom. I just have my earrings holders here, and an Are You for the Dark game. It's kind of beat up anyway. I think I got it cheap on eBay. So here's the new piece. So this came from Target, and I have not really filled it up yet. So basically I've got some picture frames here of me and Paul, my boyfriend. Here is where I moved all my Stephen King books on this shelf here. There's a bookmark. It's really dark in here. Sorry, guys. Let's try to, there we go, brighten it up for you. All right, so all my Stephen King is now here. It was on one little tiny shelf, and it looked terrible in my room. So it's nice that it has its own thing. I'm gonna put lights on here too. I'm gonna put more things. And the other thing I have on here, I just have my TBR for this month with Toady, and I've got my books from June that I have to do a wrap up on in that stack. And then this is Paul's shelf with his sports books. So yeah, this will be filled with much more, but for now it's just some extra space. So that's one of the new pieces we got. All right, and the last thing I reorganized were these two bookcases here. I completely redid them. This, I moved some stuff off the top, and now I just have some DVDs. Here, just have some things that I want to read soon. This is basically want to read relatively soon. Same thing here. Hardcovers I want to read soon. There's Jack Nicholson's face. Here are books I already have read. On this side, all these. This entire stack here, including Rats. And over here, redid this as well. Got my Harry Potter cookbook. All this is Christmas books. There is Pasta. There's a Chris Farley book and some more just random new books. So the whole idea was I wanted my newer books out here. I wanted every old book, every vintage book to be in my room. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed the tour. As you could see, I'm closing out in a different position. So with this bookcase here now, I can have another option for filming. So yeah, I like my other setup too, but this just gives me something different to kind of play around with sometimes when I just want to change things up. And as you could see, there's the spinny thing, and here's the brand new bookcase. This is not finalized, as I said during the tour. You know, I'm going to have to redo everything once I do a whole bunch of hauls. That way, you know, everything will be in alphabetical order and a lot nicer. This, I just wanted to see how much I could put up on this shelf and how much I could store. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that tour and seeing me set up everything. I really appreciate you guys watching so very much, as I say each and every time. I'm very behind on responding to comments, but I promise I am going to respond very soon, and I read them all along. I read them right away, so I just have not had a chance to sit down and type things up. Work's been crazy, I went on vacation, but now I'm back. I'm gonna catch up on everything, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me and checking out my content. Alright guys, for this time, that's it for me. Till next time, you know what you can do. Keep on killing it. Bye guys!